Then dip me underway. Fill my mouth with flow. Hold me till I scream for air to breathe. And wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this festival inspired look, I'm going to start off with a lip scrub just by Lush. I'm just going to rub this onto the lips to get rid of any dead skin, and then I sort of just lick it off. Yeah. Then I'm going to just add some Vaseline to the lips for extra moisture. I'll be using my ROCHE POSAY eye cream just underneath my eyes to help hydrate them a little bit, and then prime my skin with my infamous Smashbox hydrating primer. Now for a little bit of glow, I'm going to be using my NYX liquid illuminator in Born to Glow, kind of popping it onto the high points, and then I sort of just massaged it everywhere. And I feel like this is a dupe for the NARS illuminators. Now I'm gonna use my infamous MAC Face and Body, and using this 170 brush, not a beauty blender today, a 170 brush which is quite dense. I'm just gonna kind of buff this into the skin. Then I'm gonna be using the MAC Matchmaster Compact. Now this is fairly new on this scene, and I really like the pad that it comes with. I'm just going to pop this around all of the darker areas because I feel like the colour fits me perfectly. So just tap that all on around the outskirts, and then I'm going to be using my NARS Creamy Concealer in Caramel. This is a little bit darker and it's got that kind of orangey tone which is going to help correct any of the darkness. So I'm putting that around my usual darker pigmented areas, and then tapping my 170 to buff that product in. I'm also going to be taking this just over the eyelids as well, just really gently because my eyelids are quite heavily pigmented. And then I'm going to be using the NARS Creamy Concealer in Ginger. Like, I never had this in my life, but you need it in your life if you have tan skin like me because it really lifts your skin. So just popping this into onto all the high points of your face. And yeah, it always looks really weird. Then I'm just going to take that 170 brush again and just tap onto my skin just to buff all of the product out. Now you want to make sure that it is really nicely buffed out. Then I'll be using a little bit of the MAC Mineralized Powder in Loose, and I'm just going to tap this underneath my eye area just to set my concealer in place. And then I kind of go over it with that pad again because I do have dehydrated under eyes. Using my Makeup Revolution contour and highlight palette, I'm actually mixing some of the brown shades together. I'm getting a really nice contour shade or a bronzy shade because it is a little bit on the warmer side. So just taking that up to the hairline and underneath the jawline. And then I contour my nose a little bit just to give it a little bit of definition, and underneath my lip for a bigger pout. And that is the skin done. Now for the eyes, I'm going to go straight in with my Maybelline Color 24 Hour Tattoo, and this is in the shade Creme de Nude. So just popping this on the eyelid and popping this up all the way to the brow bone. It's just going to act as a primer for the shadow. Now this clip, I kind of don't know what I'm doing. Right, so taking my NC40 powder by Studio Fix, I'm just going to set that primer in place before going in to Saddle Eyeshadow by MAC. And I feel like this is the perfect transition colour. I'm just going to pop some on my 224 brush, which is a really fluffy brush, and pop this into the crease area. Just taking a little bit into the inner corners as well. Now, as per usual, I forgot to do my brows, so you guys have seen me do this a million times. I'm going to be taking my MAC Fluid Line in, dip down, and then just running this through the brows just to kind of fill in any gaps that I do have. And this is what they kind of look like at the end. They are not symmetrical at all. Now taking my MAC concealer palette and taking this mustard color, I've been eyeing this color up for a really, really long time, and I can't find an eyeshadow that is like this color. So I'm using the concealer or corrector, whatever you want to call it, popping this onto my eyelids, and then I'm going to set it with my MAC Chrome Yellow just on top using my Real Techniques definer brush. And you can see the pigment here, like it's amazing. Just taking a fluffy brush, and then I'm just going to fluff out the excess product. Then going in with my Saddle eyeshadow again on a 217 brush, and using a pencil brush, I'm just going to kind of create a spotlight eye, which you can see here. So you want to make sure that everything is really nicely airbrushed. And then I'll be taking Embark, which is a red undertone brown, onto my 221 brush, which is slightly more precise than a 217. And I'm running that back into my crease and where everything brown is, and then just taking my 224 just to blend everything out. Now using nylon and an actual paintbrush that I got from Wilkinson's, I'm going to be popping this underneath my brow and just buffing this out again with a 224 brush. Now carrying on with the earthy tones, I'm going to take a little bit of antiqued eyeshadow and a pencil brush, and then I'm just running that on my lower lash line and smudging that out ever so slightly. Then using Black Track by MAC, I'm just going to be popping this into my waterline because I know this is going to stay through the whole of the festival. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of wing liner using my NYX liquid liner, just creating a really nice point, filling it in, and then I extended it a little bit because I wanted it a little bit longer. Using my House of Lashes in Iconic, I love these lashes, like they transform the whole of your eye shape. I'll be adding a little bit of mascara just to kind of blend my lashes with the fake lashes, and then add a little bit of mascara just on your bottom lashes as well, and they are the eyes done. Now I'll be bronzing the skin with a little bit of MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in Give Me Sun, which is more of an orange tone bronzer, but I really like it. And then using this Bobbi Brown bronzer in Bronze. Now I don't know if this was limited edition, so I'm really sorry guys. I absolutely love this product because it gives you just a really nice glow to the skin. And then using a little bit of MAC Fix Plus, I'm going into Global Glow Highlighter. I'm going to go on the tops of my cheekbones just to add more of a glow, because you can't ever have too much. And then popping this just on all the high points of the face. And I love my highlighter. I kind of didn't know what lip colour I wanted to do, so this is Matte Royale, but I decided I didn't want to do that. So I'm covering my lips and then using my MAC lip liner in Lasting Sensation just to go around the outskirts of the lip and kind of half fill it in. And then I'm using the Pro Longwear lip liner in Voltage, which is this beautiful corally orange shade. After that, I'm just going to blot a little bit of the lip and then add a little bit more of my highlighter. And just spray a little bit of Fix Plus just to finish off the look. And that is it, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this look. Hold up.